forever. You're always clean. Oh, diver. Impromptu jam sesh. Good evening, everybody. I hope the luck of the Irish shines upon you. Something like that. St. Patty's Day. Don't drink and drive. What's everybody up to this evening? Tactical Muffin Top is supposed to do a show. No, he doesn't. I'm mistaken. Muffin Top doesn't normally do a Tuesday show. Sometimes you can coax him into one. Normally he's Sundays and Thursdays. It's E Honda that does a Tuesday show. Taco Tuesday. Oh, I'm stuffed. Just had wonderful dinner with wonderful company. I'm so full I can't talk. Watching, go ahead and shout out the chat so we know who's here. So just kind of at whim, on the whim, I should say. Hadn't done a live stream in a while, hadn't posted any videos in a while. I hadn't filmed any content worthwhile. 762. Hello. I see you said something, but I can't look down to read it. Opposing state troopers. Hopefully there's not one to get me going the other way. Because if he did, he got me fair and square. Usually let other people pass you. Let them be the bait. Let them run blocker. How have I been? I'm well. As long as the doctor doesn't tell me otherwise tomorrow. Get that behind me. I'm hoping gym and range trip tomorrow. That's the plan. Past few days, I had been a little under the weather. I think it was just the first pop of the spring flowers. Really had my allergies aggravated. So I was like doubling up on allergy pills. But I think I've come out the other side of that. After spending most of a week pretty phlegmy, either nose dripping or itchy throat. The problem is I start these solo live streams and then I don't have anything to talk about. So it's just me talking out loud to myself with the occasional glance at a comment or a question. Ammo is starting to look rough to get. Because I think that's a manufactured shortage. Regardless of what's going on, geopolitical climate, tariffs or no tariffs, about this time of year every year is when everybody acts like ammo is hard to get. I think part of that's because the ammo manufacturers try really hard. It's when they're renegotiating their prices, like for their contracts, for their raw materials to turn it into ammo to sell to you. And so they get the stick from the metal companies. So then they turn around and give it to us. They always try and gin up some rumor or controversy to light that fire of panic buying. And every year it's something different. You know, it's one year it's primers, there's a primer shortage. And it's gun cotton, we can't get nitrocellulose. And that was the big thing after the Russia-Ukraine stuff kicked off. They couldn't get nitrocellulose because all that was going. The Arty shells for the U.S. government to send to Ukraine or to replenish the stocks of what we sent to Ukraine. Now it's specifically the copper is hard to get. But then also a little bit the gunpowder and the primers and whatever. I don't know. I don't know the reason, and I don't know for how long prices will stay up. Long term, the price is going to continue to trend up. And while none of us can just run out and buy everything we ever wanted or ever planned to shoot, if you see yourself shooting it or desire to shoot it in the next 6 to 12 months and you can swing it, I'd say go ahead and find it now, because it's not going to be cheaper in 6 months, and it probably won't be cheaper in 12 months. Hashtag not financial advice. But that's what I decided to do. When I picked up another case of 9mm today, it's here shortly. I plan to try and make it out to the range at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a month, maybe more, through the spring and summer. So I didn't think that another 1,000 rounds of 9 would hurt anything. I'm really content with that Patriot Sports like house brand stuff from Sport South that's made for them by STV Technology out of the Czech Republic. It's 124 grain full metal jacket. Comes packaged and externally looks very similar to S&P, where they do more like a brass jacket. It's kind of not so much a copper jacket, and it runs good in my pistols, and I've been happy with the groups. So, and it's the least expensive, price per round. stuff we had in the store. I got a little bit of Blazer Brass 124 left. But to be honest, these PDPs like this other stuff better, so I'll just hang on to that COVID stockpile Blazer Brass. I like to keep a few boxes of different stuff around, so that anytime I have a new gun or somebody's needing help breaking in a gun or finding what it likes, if it's problematic with one brand ammo, it's nice to have some other stuff on hand. We'll try a couple different brands and weights, but I don't really. I have some 115, I have some 147 grain ball, but I almost exclusively shoot 124 grain. And usually the warmer I can get it, the happier I am. I mean, it doesn't have to be like full tilt 124 NATO hot necessarily, 1200, 1250, but we get to that 124 grain at 1150. Out of a 4.5 inch barrel. That makes me happy. Let's see here. Tin Man Metal. You changed your picture. No, you didn't. It's just my eyes are not adjusted. How can you shout me out? Rosario Donnell, that's what it looks like the name says. Hang on, I'll read your name in a second. I'll shout you out. This show is live. It's not pre-recorded and it's not AI. I'm really a marginally fat guy in a pickup truck. Let's see if we can shout this person out. Rosario Melly. Shout out to Rosario. You guys should harass TMT in his own Discord, bullying him into having a live stream tonight. That'd be pretty cool. He can go live in a little bit and talk about whatever on his channel. Since he's up to 1,000 subs, he has crested the 1,000 sub milestone. Lord sure does paint some pretty sunsets. Hues of blue and pink and orange. Think about the new Ford Broncos. Anybody have any insight on those or opinion? Aesthetically, I think most of the trim packages are pretty good looking, some better than others. But I don't know if mechanically if they're any good or not. And then is there a way to can you get them like stripped down trim package enough that you don't have to have all of the like tablet in the screen or in the dash or whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. like instrument control panel and all that stuff's not controlled by like a tablet. And I guess these are things to like go to a Ford dealership and ask, but then I'll get texts or calls or emails for the next 6 months. I'm not ready to buy one, I'm just curious. Just curious. It is still daylight. A little bit. New Bronco motors are shot. I figured it was something like that, but I kind of feel like that's the answer to everything new. But then you get old stuff old enough, and unfortunately it doesn't make sense to stay into it once it's old enough. Let's see what other, scroll back, see what other. Long time, how you been? RGK, I'm good. Or how are you? Keeping Europe free. Happy Tuesday. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. CTV Tactical. Rock on. Focus Pool. Thank you for the shout out. Like, comment, subscribe. Find a Toyota with a Japanese made motor and hold on to it for dear life. Yeah, the problem I have is that all the old Yodas that are clean around here, everybody scoop them up, and if they're parting with them, they're flipping them. I have looked at Marketplace. You can't hardly touch one that's not rough for probably at least 6 or 7K. I mean, like rusty bodies and, you know, the engine may, I don't know, the engine may be sound, but you can't get one that doesn't need external work for less than that. Crash and Kev's making chicken tacos tonight because it's Mother Clucking Taco Tuesday. 2A Taco Tuesday. God. I had a chicken bacon ranch quesadilla from the chillers. Well, if you got any final words, throw it out now, because I gotta pee. I'm gonna end this one. It is St. Patty's Day. I wore my green. Can't tell because it's dark now, but it's green, I promise. I got green shoes on. Nobody's gonna pinch me. Dr. Zoidberg. Oh, corned beef. Yeah. I'm not that Irish, but my mother was a Murphy. Well, her mother's side. My grandmother was a Murphy. There we go. I'll get it right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining along on this commute home. Lawfully Arm's going to wrap this one up and go take a leak. Drink water, move more, eat less, kiss your loved ones. Deuces.